Yo, what's up, everybody? It's me, Thugga McNugget, and we're back with another Doki Literature Club. How's it going, everybody? What you're seeing here is something that it's starting to pop up at the beginning of the game. Yesterday, when I left the stream, I exited the game and it opened me up to a desktop. Now it's telling me to press enter to log in. Hold on, let me see. Oh, just to click there. All right, so now we're like in this like virtual desktop. Um, Before we begin, yeah, we are at 6:39. I told everybody we'll be streaming at 6 and then 6:30, or no, 6:30. So sorry, I'm 9 minutes late. Anyways, last time we left off, we finished reading the poems of the girls, and my character said, "Whew." Um, so far, I'm not really detecting or picking up anything that's too new in the main story of the game, but this is something completely new. This is something completely new to the Plus version, and I'm pretty sure I understand um, why this thing was added. So let's just take a look at some things that we could do. The side stories are stories of friendships that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in Doki Literature Club. Okay, so I guess this game requires some. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, this is just like a gallery, I'm guessing. That's cool. And we got some music here. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Ohio Sayori. Let's see. What's this? That's what the song's called. All right. Well, at least now we got some music in the background. So yeah, if you played this game before, I think you understand why this was added, especially knowing that the console versions are coming out pretty soon, unless they're already out. Also, um, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing to add. Anyways, let's go ahead and get Doki Literature Club started again. It also kind of reminds me of Dot Hack. I'm not sure if anybody's ever played Dot Hack before, but you know how like the game does have its own little virtual desktop. Reminds me a lot of that, so that's pretty cool, nostalgic feeling. Also, I fixed the audio. I hope it's fixed. So yeah, I last time I thought it was fixed. I tried. I even like did a test stream by like running a recording, and it sounded fine. But I guess I don't know. I guess I might have messed with the settings. I don't remember, and it just messed up. I mean, you can still kind of hear me, but like unless you want to hear me, you'd have to raise the volume, and you just raise the loud music to even louder levels. It's a mess, honestly, with part one. So I'm sorry about that, but hopefully this fixes it. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get started with where we left off yesterday. Hints: you can use the skip button to fast forward through text we've already read. All right. Well, I don't think we're missing out on anything from here. As I said, phew. I guess that's everyone. Oh, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're oh my god. Sorry. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Huh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean that you mean you have a hard yeah, you mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Leo did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly interesting, which I haven't yet. And Leo liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what... You just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that... Leo appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go about out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the ones whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Leo started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there. Leo, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. What's the point in making your poem all convoluted for no reason? That means the meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Leo. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings to them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Leo? Well, how did I get dragged into this mess in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's gonna be... help me, Sayori! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! Oh, but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Ah! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting, so everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Leo. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. I think that was new. I'm not sure. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends, I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I can't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to do anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes she's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt herself. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Oh man, she's so cute. Oh, Monica. Oh. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could just get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Oh, Monica. Okay, everyone. This is about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Leo, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job at impressing those that want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Leo, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Hold on, what? Do I have a face for that? Okay. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Leo, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day's gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see where the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. And I said to myself, I said that more to myself than to her. but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So, looks like it's time to do my other, what's it called? Oh, shoot. Time to do my other poem. Gonna move myself over here. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. So same thing goes. We're going for Sayori, cause you know she's adorable, dude. Nah, I just really like Sayori's character. She's so cool. She's so nice. So let's see. We're gonna go with adventure, love, infallible, candy, agonizing, insight, spinning, vivacious, forgive, ribbon. I'm pretty sure ribbon, because you're wearing a ribbon. Ah, damn it. Skirt, bed, email, journey, clumsy, twirl, games, disarray, excitement, grief. Games. Who's the gamer girl? Damn it, Natsuki. Oh, man. Milk, whistle, determination, bubbles, marriage, hair, tragedy, wrath, color, landscape, marriage. Okay, we gotta balance this out. We got 2 and 1. Vitality, playground, vivid, warm, whisper, precious, uncanny, kiss, anger, cute. Kiss. Damn it. Oh no. Vertigo, music, disown, alone, pout, childhood, daydream, aura, ocean, contamination. Childhood. Whirlwind, extreme, shiny, captive, romance, socks, fun, tears, proof, entropy, romance. Lollipop, sing, fluffy, pleasure, empty, question, loud, unstable, uncontrollable, covet. Unstable. Question. Fluffy, sing. Nice. Vanilla, fireworks, fickle, starscape, hop, dance, effulgent, charm, sugar, and chocolate. Let me see. Dance. Charm, dance? Okay. Marshmallow, vacation, fantasy, hope, strawberry, raindrops, crimson, shopping, heart, after image. Vacation. Raindrops. Mammoth. I said mammoth. Joy, despise, boop, comfort, broken, disaster, extraordinary, bunny, kitty, and graveyard. Broken. Nibble, treasure, unrestrained, bouncy, infinite, hopeless, fireflies, lipstick, together, and waterfall. Hopeless. Happiness, parfait, hurt, melancholy, frightening, vibrant, desire, anxiety, sticky, and bliss. Happiness. Climax, suicide, massacre, prayer, jump, eternity, anime, cry, cage, analysis. Anime. Damn it. Well, she's the one with the manga. Judgment, memories, disoriented, dream, imagination, blanket, existence, family, sweet, awesome family. Sensation, summer, feathers, tenacious, explode, flying, variance, pain, universe, heartbeat. Summer. Oh no! Beauty, dazzle, shame, swimsuit, philosophy, pink, valentine, misery, cheeks, jumpy. Okay, Papa, depression, portrait, rain cloud, defeat, nature, headphones, scars, claims, calm, wonderful. I can't read. Depression, horror, pure, fester, sunset, smile, tone, melody, death, Doki Doki, friends, inferno, skipping, flower, essence, passion, fear, secretive, rainbow, lucky, intellectual. Flower, secretive, rainbow. Lucky? Okay. Dark, time, laugh, sadness, amazing, peaceful, meager breath, unending party. Amazing. Okay, we got it. Oh, whoa. Okay. Alright. I gotta move myself over here. Woo. Whoa. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here in the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Leo. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Heh? I'm just still not used to you being in the club, after all. Oh, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in the good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. You coming with me to buy a snack? No thanks. It's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted you to look at it. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all the contents spill out into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves one option. I can give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her books as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It's just something in my book. Yuri, tell Leo to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that at all. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. The revolution. Sorry, the reading, my MC, reading as my MC has caused my voice to like, retribution. That still came from you, Sayori. I guess that's a little devil inside us all. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So if I had to trick Natsuki into making them, come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Wow. Yeah. Ow. What was a cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Saori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Saori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. She's like showing like. Saori suddenly claps her hands around her over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Saori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Saori off of her. Oh. Saori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouth. Saori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Saori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica, Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. And to be honest, kinda lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just recently started. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Leo. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh man. Oh, Monica, dude. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing my whole life. What the heck? I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share it once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, did I miss anything? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Complaining? It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Leo! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from the other classroom. You wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know the festival's coming up. Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be right back. Are you going with Leo to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It's just a suggestion. See if you can find a poster. Poster paper too. Okay. Okay. Ready, Leo? Yep. Let's go. Yep. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips all around the hallway. Honestly, I'm not even doing my voice anymore. It feels like I'm feels like I'm talking to a kid in a mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly do you find for the festival? What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an effort out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Performance? What kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Leo, you're not thinking about it in the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines in the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from the clingy roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie? I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty an ordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess it means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around the hallway again. Hey Leo, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going on an adventure with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Played WoW all the time. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight into the closet as I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box of crayons on the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty. Oh, Crayola. They're kind of dirty though. Dude, I hate crayons that are so waxy or oily. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Oh, alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find it. Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I could look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah. Sorry, bends over. That smacks her forehead right in the shelf. She falls on the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her up to out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. Oh my god. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her head. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of the forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. You should find some ice. Leo, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spot before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori a bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? Oh, the apple juice. It's for your forehead, idiot. What the sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons. That's good. So that's good. Hey Leo. This kind of reminds me of you. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had a hard trouble climbing up things on the things you did. I'm gonna read that one more time. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall, scrape myself, or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always focused on my games, that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Leo, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking of other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Leo, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think we'll be like this forever? It'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up. There's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ooh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. It was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, you were able to find everything we needed. You were able to find everything we needed? I have it right here. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all this stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Leo. Well, Sayori failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's do Sayori. More Sayori, dude. Just more. Just always. Leo, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can tell me that you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki's the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think that's it. That it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't think I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with the pencil between her hands. Hey, Leo, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you once we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. That's fine. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk behind her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arms and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure you'll like it. I'm sure I'll like it. Okay. Whew. So much reading, man. I'm already getting, like, winded myself. Shit. Okay. We're 47 minutes in. Damn. Alright, bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Okay, I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave. Discovering the secrets hiding it, and the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Okay. Well, I mean, I was getting some, like, weird imagery there. But, yeah, I guess it ends pretty sad. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really touched with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking about it too hard. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to for me to be pessimistic. Damn, dude. The second what? Wait, this is the third day because we met them. We wrote the first poem and we read it on the second day. This is the third day. Third day is pretty long. It's a lot of reading. Okay. Let's do Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that is a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. Alright, had a yawn. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing. Maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's not like she's dragging around. It's like she's dragging around dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it as a good. But think of it this way: if it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with Amy. Oh, that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she likes... It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward of this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you could explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with the subject that the poem isn't. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect each others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do Yuri. Ah, is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Leo. You were inspired by Natsuki's poem. Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I'll write them for myself. Not for anyone else. So, I don't really need the people to like them for anything. Yuri? I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because your styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind. It likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to worry your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way you can truly enable the reader to see your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem that you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. Oh. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of the cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. Okay, I think Pavlovian means excuse me. It's like conditioning with eating, like those rats that would like condition rats to like eat at certain times and things like that, or hear certain sounds, anything. I think that's what that is. I'm kind of dumb. It was a little more daring with this. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what kind of poem it's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. I'm using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's sort of the things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Oh, did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Uh, she did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person that would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would have hated myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Okay. Who should I show my next poem to? Alright, Monica. Hi again, Leo. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. I'll take that. As long as... I'll take that? What? Is that what you said? I'll take that. Okay. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon we can come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I put pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, and so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, blue, green. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. It's endless. Poem. A meaningless. Load me. Oh my god. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like that. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing that I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way the lines really short, the way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're going to try to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression or a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, this isn't. Wait, this tip. Is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. What the heck? We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could just come sit in the front of the room. Is it the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Do I really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Soria has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but doesn't that tell us that that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem and recite it during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come and recite poems too. Saori's putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Saori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't. You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We should give it our best shot, or do it. Wait, what? I still think we should give it our best. Okay. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and find the feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Zori looks a little worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really hard to get new. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. At least we can do this to help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose poems. To choose a poem of yours. We're going to be practicing reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. Oh shoot, my bad. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to recite it in front of others? Oh. Don't worry. We'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook a specific poem she has in mind for herself, and then stands on the podium, and then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is "The Way They Fly." Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Dude, I haven't been doing the voice. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. I can't read and clap at the same time. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ugh, Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished, and everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around at her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like she didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, guess I'm up next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and walks cheerfully to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your head. It's your own poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see, I see. Okay then. Shiori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Leo liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you nicely, really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well than with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone, so... That next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem to challenge you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Don't make me go before Leo. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Leo lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I had much of a selection to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applause anyways. So, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about the lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little She's still a little unenthused. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like bouncing up and down as if it's giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I would think that would be the other way around for me. Well, it's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about in the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem that gets enough and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know of what time I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find myself another poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort in the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, oh, Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Leo. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's a bit quiet, being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Leo. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri deserves. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Sayori, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen at that time? Alright, so it's time to write another poem. Well, you know what, guys? I'm going to leave the stream here. We're going to leave this where we're at. It's pretty cool to read again. I am really liking going through it again. Like, there's things that I'm catching and things that, like, again, are like foreshadowing, and it's so creepy good. It's so good. It's so good, guys. Again, I really encourage you guys, if you want to see my first reaction to the game, I definitely recommend you guys check out the first bit that happened, the first run of the game, where this is completely fresh to me. Right now, I'm just reading through it. It's been a lot of fun, and it's nice. It's almost like I'm reading a book again, you know. But yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow with part 3 of Doki Doki Literature Club, and we'll see where we go from there. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. See ya.